Hey guys, so we are doing the February 2022 roundtable. So today what we're going to talk about is we are going to talk about a new tool within Seller Central that you all should have access to that's really going to help take your product research to the next level. So this new tool is called the Product Opportunity Explorer. And through the Opportunity Explorer tool, essentially what you're going to be able to see is different customer demand trends that are happening on Amazon. You're going to be able to select different categories and you'll be able to see what the demand looks like from Amazon side of things. So what this is that it's a very similar tool to things like Jungle Scout, Helium 10. All those tools are obviously still awesome and we recommend both. But this is something within Amazon, and there is something to be said for Amazon giving you data about Amazon versus a third party. It's something to definitely consider and help weigh in on your decision as you guys expand your products within your given category. So essentially what you're able to do, and I'm actually going to share my screen and show you guys what the tool is. But what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to see search volumes, click rates. You'll be able to see sales history within that given category. You'll be able to look at pricing trends. So think of it as a way to broaden maybe keyword research, but also maybe an opportunity to find new products that perhaps you hadn't looked into or maybe you weren't as familiar with. So it's a great opportunity, definitely, to take it to the next level. So this tool is located under the growth section within Seller Central. It's going to be called, like I said, the Product Opportunity Explorer. So I actually have the Opportunity Explorer pulled up within Seller Central here. So I'll go ahead and we'll make this nice and big. So I honestly just picked a random category here. We do not have any brands, I don't think, in this category. But this is the hair accessories category. So what you'll see here is you see the customer's need. So like padded headband, hair bling, bridal headband, hair towel. You then see right here the top search terms that are being associated with that product, right? So you see velvet headbands, you see velvet headbands for women, puffy headband, different things like that. So those are the terms that are associated with that product. And basically what then it then shows you is the search volume that would be attributing from these top search terms. So this would, let's say you are into the hair accessories and you're just not sure what your next product should be. I would say that is a category that probably is always evolving and always changing. So this is honestly a good example of something to just look into. So what I would say is, you got to take a look and compare the different products that we're looking at here. So hair towel definitely seems to be in higher demand than a padded headband or hair bling, right? So I would recommend looking into hair towels and seeing, is that something I can get into? Is that something I'm interested in? Now, perhaps maybe it's oversaturated, maybe it's a little bit too competitive. So maybe that's not the best hit, but then maybe it's a bridal headband then, as opposed to maybe getting into the padded headbands. So that's essentially what you can take a look at. Now, the other thing I really like about this tool that's a little bit different than maybe a Jungle Scout or Helium 10, although I do believe they have this capability to some degree, but I find this really interesting where it pretty much shows over the last 360 days, where is this trending? So you can see right here, padded headband is taking a 20% fall, right? It is not improving. It is not going the right direction. So personally, if I'm in this category, I'm not getting into the padded headbands. It looks like they're not on the way. They're not going the right direction, right? But bridal headbands seem to be going in a good direction, right? There's a 68% increase here on the search volume. That means there is a higher demand for that product in the last 360 days. Same thing with hair towel, going in the right direction. All of these are headbands, again, just in general, seem to be going in the wrong direction because you have headbands for women, negative 12%. So that's something to definitely consider. Now, if you're kind of like, okay, 360 days, Jenna, like, I mean, realistically, a lot can change. That's a whole year, right? So what Amazon has done for you guys, they've also done the last 90 days. So same kind of data. Obviously, the search volume is going to be lower because this is 360-day outlook. This is a 90-day outlook. So if you are somebody, and we work with a lot of brands, that you guys can produce product very quickly, you guys can rely really heavily on these trends then, right? If you're able to get product produced really fast, new products released really quickly, this would be something to definitely take a look at. Now, this is going to give you more up-to-date information, right? So within the last 90 days, hair bling has seen a 4% increase, where in the last 90 days, bridal headbands are on their way out. So maybe within this last year, it's been nice and high, but within the last 30 days, maybe it's a little bit lower. Now, obviously, most people aren't looking to get married January, February. It's not necessarily wedding season, right? So that might be definitely a factor. But that's definitely something to consider. So hair towel, that one is definitely on a big increase. You can see that consistently across the year and the last 90 days. So like I said, this is kind of how we would look at it. Now, also units sold is something to definitely consider, right? So padded headband has a lower search volume than bridal headbands, but there are more padded headbands sold than bridal headbands. So this is definitely something to consider. Is this a product we want to get into? Obviously, bridal headbands probably more of an expensive item than padded headbands, so your order value is higher. So again, it's just something to consider. Really, really great detailed information. And then my favorite part is absolutely the average price, especially right now with when we're dealing with different supply chain issues and things like that. We're seeing a lot of people having to increase their prices. So having a good idea before you guys even invest into a product on what the average price is in the last 90 days is definitely going to be a really big help, because you guys can really determine, okay, is it worth getting involved with that cost? Is the product worth it at that price? Different things like that. So this gives you really great insight into that. I really like this specifically. I think the average price is probably the best part about this. So again, I know we've talked about product research in the past on Roundtable. So it's the same ideas that apply, right? It's just going to be a different tool that you guys are using. And last thing before I stop sharing on this screen is, how do I find my category? So right here is find opportunities by category. And then I just clicked on beauty and hair care, but you can go ahead and shift through that way as well. So that's all I had for what's new on Amazon, specifically on the Product Opportunity Explorer. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy that new tool.